What's going on, everybody? Sorry about the delay here. I'm actually right on time for my normal stream time. Yet I was attempting to get started early today. But what's going on there, Anime Sparky Arnell? How you all doing? You know, when you log so many hours in DD2 and you log into the game, you can just feel it in-game when there's something funny going on in the background on your computer. And most of the time it's a Windows update. And that was indeed the case again today. But anyway, I think it's all squared away. Things still feel a little funny, but they are much better than they were, so I'm just going to run with it. Also, just wanted to apologize in advance to everybody. I'm still recovering from a bit of the cold/flu, so there will be hacking, wheezing, coughing, snorting, and lots of whining. What's up, Gage? Anyway, let me check and make sure everything's looking good. Yep, everything looks good there. Let's go ahead and get started here. I am on floor 71, so let's hop on in. Now, yesterday I went no Dryad because I'm kind of burnt on the Dryad, but I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to do the best for the lane, so if the Dryad is the best for the lane, that's what I'm going to do. However, I'm not going to main the Dryad like I have been. Light Rain's here. What up, Light Rain? Locally pwned? What's going on? The floors are unlimited. There's Sparky. This one might actually call for a reroll. A little Salt on Throne Room. Let's see what kind of lanes we get. Ah, the reroll button. How I love you so. It's not actually terrible. There's like, other than these bottom lanes, the rest of the map is like really easy mode. Maybe I should just run with it. We will see. We will see. It's all about the reroll button, Light Rain. If you don't like what you see, reroll that crap. Yeah, the Monk is, out of the original four, the Monk is without a doubt my favorite. I hate double walling it. It just uses, there's just not a whole lot of DU available on this map. You know what? I hate the map. I'm gonna reroll it. That's what the damn reroll button's there for. There's no reason for me or anyone else to torture themselves. I just don't like getting this map. I don't like getting Nimbus Reach. I'm just kind of burnt out on them. Nah, the update went out, hit yesterday, Mason, so on all platforms. Windows update in 3.2.1. Damn you, Cookie. I normally only single wall this. I've actually never run this map double walls. And for some reason that time I was going to, but I came to my senses. I got a reroll button, damn it, and I'm going to use it. I mean, you can reroll that one all day long anyway. It was map 1. But it's just nice to see the official button there. Alright. No wimping out this time. I'll get it done. Alright, let's see what we got. We got Stabby Dragons. Armored. Increased magic damage. That actually works out in my favor quite a bit on that lane. We got Zerker Throwers there. We got EMP. Kami Dragons. Psy Zerkers. Psy Guard Throwers. Cyborgs. Holy crap, look at that. Cyborgs on every lane but one. This one, of course, doesn't have a cyborg option. Is that how the day is going to begin here? Cyborg City. My poor little monk wants to use his flame arrows so badly. Alright. Alright, now here we had EMPs and kamikazes, so I think I'm going to go back a little there, and then I'll go with an obelisk as kind of a target dummy for that EMP. Let's see, let's grab an EV2 back. We'll just flame it there. This lane should be kind of easy mode, in theory. Don't like where I put the wall. I like the wall to stick out a little bit. I don't have them, you know, since I'm using a reflect beam, I don't have problems with range mobs thrown at the wall. It's all good. I want to choose where they're throwing at it from, though. I don't want them to choose. Let's see, and then we'll just do that and call it good. And then here we got Cyborg Central. I think that calls for some potential ramsterization. One more for the glossary of terms there, Light Rain. Ramsterization. I got kind of funky coverage there. Headstrong and maximum effort. Now, they're gonna take more damage for unique sources of damage that hit them. I don't have any geodes on these lanes, so it kind of makes me want to maybe tone down the ramsterization and add a little bit more to it instead to get some different sources of damage. Let's see, it's through PDTs and maybe a couple of cannons with no geodes in the mix. Pretty much the sky's the limit here. Let's go like that, and then like that. And that leaves me a nice chunk of DU for the other lane. And I think this one will actually hold up fine. Alright, so we got more cyborgs over here. Cyborgs, cyborgs, and cyborgs with hex throwers. That's right, Andrew, you need to ramsterize. It's all about the ramsterization process. Speaking of, I've had a lot of people asking me about doing updated hero spotlights that include in the usage of hyper shards and all that stuff. I'm gonna do that real soon, but knowing that we have changes to item power incoming, I've been kind of wanting to hold off. But, because I know I'm going to have to redo them yet again. Alright, we got long shot here. And we've got shieldies. Let's see, we've got regular throwers and hex throwers. Same thing there, and then brittle and phased. So, I mean, this is just straight up Ramster action here. And we can put down quite a few of them. I can go 6. 3 per area here, and that will leave me a tiny bit left over for something else in the mid even. I do want to make sure I'm getting them close enough to get the... I got power pylon on these Vipers here. So I want to make sure I'm getting them close enough to take advantage of that. That actually leaves me 70. Wow. I think I'll do this. Or no, I got the shieldies here. I have no shieldies in these middle lanes. You know what? I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go heavy Ramster. And you know, just for... I got 20 DU left. Let me just throw another sand trap somewhere just to... Actually, I'll throw one right here. Kind of ease the pain on this lane and buff both of those flame R's in the process. I've got destructive pylon going on the sand, of course, and that looks good. Let's get it started. See how it goes here. Yeah, they're actually going to show item power again. Those long-term players of the game know that we used to have item power as a stat on gear. For some reason, Trendy decided to make that a hidden value where we couldn't see it. And that's where all of the theories about cell value and main stat and looking at all kinds of random numbers came from, because of our lack of having an actual item power number. So that's going to be coming back, which is huge. Oh, you know, I should have done that. I should have threw a heal in, huh? With that 20. You know what? I think I'm gonna. These guys don't need any sand. I've got Life Leech going in the Ancient Power, so I've been ignoring the heal for the most part. Let's see, where do we want to put it? Let's just throw it right here. Kind of try to put it up out of the way a little bit. I just don't want it to be the closest thing to the flyer lane there. Let you guys throw stuff at each other for a little bit. You find my lack of item power disturbing. I hear you there, Cookie. Thank you very much for subscribing there, Guillerme. Sorry I had massacred your name. I do apologize. Item power is a number. It's a hidden number on items right now. It used to be visible back in the day, and it just tells you the power level of that item. And since loot that drops is based off of your highest geared hero in trials, being able to see that number is very important, because of course you always want to have one hero in your deck with the best pieces of gear on them. That way you're getting the best possible drops. And you know how that whole system works is they're actually going to add multiple numbers. They said there's going to be a hero power. What all did they say in Elandrian's post? There's going to be hero power, deck power, and like an individual item score or something like that, maybe? I can't remember exactly how it was worded, but there's going to be some more visibility basically coming into the game that's going to allow us to see those numbers. Alright, we got an ogre coming now. We got no massive changes here, so let's just go ahead and roll it. What's going on there, Pixia? Let's start a fight over here. Cyborg Brawl 2018. You can go exclamation flamer in chat there, Sparky. It'll give you a full, or there we go, item score, hero score, and the tentatively named deck score. Alright, I knew it was something like that. So yeah, we're going to have, you'll be able to see a number on the item, you'll be able to see your individual hero's overall score, and then you'll be able to see the power of your deck. Which I can't imagine the deck score is going to... I mean, I'm hoping there's not all kinds of complexity tied into the loot system again. I'm hoping it just goes off of your highest hero score. Well, I just kind of explained all that, Anime. Gear is based off of your best geared hero. So if you're in, say, Chaos 5 gear and you do Chaos 7, you're going to get Chaos 5 to Chaos 6 quality loot. It's not based off of where you're at, it's based off of what you're wearing. That's kind of the gating system so that you can... Whoop, let me jump down this hole here. That's kind of the gating system so that you can still play with your friends. No, nothing new yet there, Pixia. Waiting for the... You know, it's only the first now. Waiting for the trendies to decide what they're going to do for the month of February. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Let's get our air situation dialed in that obelisk. You always want to take your obelisk at least to tier 2, because that's going to give you the you know, the hero damage buff. Or it's hero damage and ability power. Yeah, there's a damn nice totem right there. Look at that bad boy. Good stuff. Yeah, if you're wearing Chaos 2 gear and somebody's carrying you in Chaos 6, you're going to get Chaos 2 loot. That's how the system works. Now, you don't have to take away the other gear from the others. Thanks for subscribing there, Hedge Cutter. I do appreciate it. It's just based off of one hero, so your others in your deck don't matter. Whoever the best geared hero is what all drops are going to be based off of. Now, if it's not a hero you're using actively, and all you're doing is building, you have no reason to put armor and weapons and stuff on it. I mean, put boots on it just to get the speed shard to get around the map quicker. But I mean, the armor and weapons aren't going to do anything for you if it's a builder and you're not playing them actively. Yep, it's just the gating system. You got to go through the works there, Anime. I don't anymore, really, Sparky. With the current system, the game is just so much of a endless, ridiculously long grind. You know, there's just not enough time in a day to play on multiple platforms anymore. Deadly Strike Shard and Vicious Strike Shard are the only way to increase it. There we go. Come on, Gribs. Get wrecked. Onslaught is gated like that, but to a lesser extent their SJP. With Onslaught, there's a large range for every floor. Say like before I figured out how it all worked, like I had one map in particular where off of one mob, 2 legendary relics dropped off of one boss, and one of them had a 12,000 main stat and the other had a 17,000 main stat. So the floors have a really, really large range of drops, and there are like super loot type drops that are really, really good for the floor. Now, if you don't put quality gear on one hero, you will get that wide range, which you don't want. You want the top end of that range, not the whole range itself. And if you do go ahead and use, you know, some sort of, people always use the term mule. If you go ahead and use some sort of mule in your deck that has all of the highest geared stuff, then you're going to smooth that range out a bit. I mean, it's pretty easy, really, because whoever your active DPS hero is that you're using for leveling, just make that character your character, because you're playing them actively anyway. So you're going to want the best armor you have and the best weapons you have and everything on that hero. So, I mean, it makes it pretty simple. It's just confusing, you know, and until you understand it, it is a real pain in the butt. And Obelisk took a little damage again up there. Scarnash. Why you gotta be that way, Scarnash? Can't see a damn thing with these Ramsters going. Alright, well, we can see Tuskar here. Just die already. Alright. One sec here. I got something funny going on with my keyboard. Let me tab out and get that going real quick. Yeah, no dev stream this week. Gonna be Trendy Friday fun. It'll be Lalta playing. There'll be hero giveaways and stuff. Definitely worth swinging by if you are available. 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time on every Friday. Good lord. Let me go ahead and jump in this hole now. I haven't checked that hole for loot yet. Alright, no loot. There's actually a little gold sitting down there that had fallen through the world. Keyboard's mouse are still acting funny today. Alright, I think this lane is good enough to just ignore. So let's get all the power going right here. Alright, and what has changed? We got we got Nash and Scar Nash. So we've got an assassin boss and a berserker boss. Shouldn't be too tough. Just gonna sit here and CC these lanes all out. Let my daggers bounce around. Yeah, there's a reset button time. You have to fail the map, Pixia. I'm sure I'll have a failure here today, so you'll see it. It's difficult to do these, like floor 57 and on, it's very difficult to do in live stream at the same time. Oh wow, Scarnash is taking forever here. There we go. Come over here and get me some heals. There we go. Maybe one day, Sparky. I like what you're thinking though. No, you don't have to pay any Defender medals, Tom. It's free. You can only reset it 3 times though. So you don't have to pay for it, but you can't reset it more than 3 times. Go, Mystic, go. It's all good. Don't worry about it, baby. Everybody knows we're sick. The wife coughing in the background there. She's like, oops. Like, hey, we both are kind of recovering from the cold flu, so. Like I said, there will be hacking, wheezing, snorting, and whining. It's Mr. Juice Bags, just like the channel there, Ducky. Nope, I'm sitting here looking around for mana. Don't need any more. Yeah, there's several different ways there, Sparky. There should be a link down in the description. Plus there's YouTube Super Chat and then YouTube sponsors. If you're using YouTube Gaming, there should be a sponsor button somewhere, and then the Super Chat, of course. Yeah, anyway, if you failed the map, it would show reach, replay, and re-roll buttons right here. Like I said, I'm sure there will be a failure today, so you guys will see it firsthand. Yeah, of course, AD. Absolutely. Yeah, your phone's about to die. Out of your control. What can you do? Oh man, I've had the RNG lately. Tomorrow I'll be streaming at 1 p.m. on Twitch. Fridays I do the kind of the after show of Trendy Friday Fun. So that of course is on Twitch, so I do my Friday stream on Twitch. Alright, let's see what we got here. I got my second most hated map here. We got Cyborgs, we got Controlled Burn EMPs, or here you go. You were asking about the re-roll button? Let's do it. Cannot stand this dang map. So we're going to go ahead and fail the map on purpose here, just to get it over with quick. The replay reroll button's essentially sacred. There's you can click that top link that Light Rain posted. It'll take you. There we go, right there. There's directly to the patch. All right, so we failed the map. We go ahead and hit G. Instead of having restart floor, we can now replay the same map with the same mutators, or we can re-roll it. Since I just cannot stand Nimbus Reach, and as you see here, re-rolls left 3, I'm going to go ahead and re-roll it. Yeah, I like the Abyss Lord there, Caden. No doubt about it. That's Eastern time. The 3 p.m. for tomorrow, or the 1 p.m. I say. I'm Pacific time. I live on the west coast of the United States. So if you're in the UK, we should be 8 hours difference. Let's see. Let's see what kind of flyer mutators we got first. We got Wall Leech. We got EMPs with Long Shot. And what's that one? Pain Aura. Alright. I think we're going to have a whole crap load of Skyguards on this map. So we got a lot of EMPs. So I'm going to start off. Let's go a Skyguard there. And a Skyguard here. I'm going to upgrade both of these. And then over here we got Cyborgs. Skyguard Lava Throwers. So we've got some ranged Gobus, we got some Shieldies, and we've got Cyborgs. And unfortunately, Proximity. Now, Proximity works out great if it's a lane where you can use traps, auras, or nodes. But since we have the Cyborgs, I'm going to avoid all that. And I'm going to Ramsterize it once again. We do have ranged mobs, so let's throw a little reflect beam action. Come on, you can do it, little Eevee. Little Eevee's foot was caught on a rock there. You know what? Let's just go one of them. Even though we've got a bazillion DU, let's maximize the DU usage. I'll move one wall back a touch. That way we only have to use one reflect. And then we can Ramsterize it right here behind him. Let's see. 4 Ramsters should more than close the deal there. What's going on there, Timmy? Traditionally on all DPS heroes there, Keenan, you want to go either hero damage, hero crit, and hero health if it's a legendary item, assuming you're past Chaos 5. Or ability power, hero crit, and hero health. I personally like ability power monks, but I also like one-shot and bosses. So the monk is the one exception for me where I go hero power, or pardon me, hero damage, ability power, and hero health. I don't use hero crit on my monks. But if you want to be like a Chi Blast monk and just focus on that, you want to go ability power, hero crit. No doubt about it. Alright, I kind of feel like I should throw a supplemental Skyguard in the mix up here. And that should handle both lanes. I've got the increased range on it. So, alright, now here we've got phased enemies. So let's, basically phased enemies, of course, enemies move slower, but they can phase through blockades. They're gonna ignore my walls. Just gonna happen. So since they're gonna ignore the walls, there's no point in putting a wall. And instead, I'm gonna do my best to CC the crap out of them up here. See, I think I'm gonna double dip on the protons, get 2 of those bad boys down. Let's get some sand down as well. And then from there, I think I'm just gonna aura it up. See, we'll get Heater and Sparky in the mix. And we'll go three flames, and then say 2 lightning. We all know this particular map has got issues with skeleton respawns, so I am going to put kind of a last resort backup lightning strike right there. What do we have here? Zerker fodder. Alright, so that's good. And then here, Zerker fodder with detonator. I'm essentially going to do the exact same build I just did in the lower lane, as we don't have cyborgs, so it's fair game as far as traps, nodes, and auras are concerned. It's all good there, Sparky. I appreciate it. You need better gear there, Alex. That's an end game farm build. If you're not in maxed out Chaos 7 gear, that build is not going to work for you. Let's see. Looks good. And what do we want to do here? Let's get a little core protection versus throwers. Now, do I even have throwers? Yeah. There's javelin throwers right there. So, now I don't have any ranged mobs on this side. But just to cover my butt, and it's only 30 DU, I'm just going to throw another reflect right there. And then let's get this lane all good and juicy. Cyborgs on the one side, so I am going to have to avoid... Need more juice. I'm going to avoid traps, auras, and nodes there. There's a link in the description below there, anime, or YouTube super chat. In my opinion, who has the worst wall? It's tough to say. Okay, we got controlled burn over here. I would probably say, as far as the ability to just be a wall, I would probably say the Dryad. But the Dryad's wall also buffs you and heals you, so it's got huge benefits to it in addition. Alright, we got controlled burn here. I want to get some more stuff on the ground that's going to drench, oil, freeze, poison, or stun, because I've got geodes. So now I don't have my Huntress's geyser trap set up yet. However, last night I did set up oil geysers. So I can get some oil going here. And I'm gonna put one at the wall too, just to be safe. And then from there, no cyborgs, so let's just let's flame it up. And I'm probably gonna have to spend a little time in this lane. You know what? I think I want to put more than one right here on the wall. Let's go 2 there. Actually, you know what? Let's just oil the crap out of the whole lane. Why not? Get rid of that one to save a little DU. And you know what? I'm going to get rid of that one too. In the main killing zone and then on the wall. I've got my bases covered. I don't have a current guide for hyper shards, Alex. Maybe I'll consider doing one. Yeah, apprentice walls, squire walls, in my opinion, are better. But the apprentice wall's attack is based off of them taking damage. Alright, so here we got enraged, bullet sponge, maximum effort, and vampiric. So vampiric could end up being a challenge. I want to make sure that these guys die really, really fast here. And I think I will go ahead and ramsterize this area as well. Man, we got no... I've been really, really tempted to play around with archers here lately. And this may actually be my opportunity for it. I'd have to set some up real quick. See, there's only 100 DU left. I might as well just go 2 more rams. Or I could get rid of 2 rams and go with 5 archers instead. What do you guys want? You guys want me to ramster it? Or do you want to see some archer action in the mix as well? what you guys think. Well, thanks there, Anime. Appreciate it. Yeah, you have to direct command. Archer action? Alright, I'm going to need a second Abyss Lord for that. And I just so happen to have one laying right around somewhere here. Don't I? Oh my god. I never made another Abyss Lord. Boy, I screwed the pooch there. I knew I was missing something. That's alright. We'll go with the same Abyss Lord, and it'll be a slightly weaker variety. So let's get something going on these archers. Let's see. Find a semi-decent medallion to use here. I gotta go through and delete the crappy ones here that I'm just not gonna use. That one's got decent substats on it. Gotta be a decent medallion in here somewhere, right? I think that one on the other page was better. Let's see. Which one was it? That one right there. We'll use that bad boy. Alright, so let's get this upgraded and we'll go power transfer for sure. Definitely going to want some deadly strikes too. Let me hunt down a deadly strike shard here real quick. Mouse is wigging on me again. Come on, little mouse, you can do it. There we go. Deadly strikes, look at that. Lucky snag, first one. Alright, we'll get some deadly strikes, and then just for fun, we might as well go with explosive arrows. So I'm going to have to search that one out here, though. I know it's going to be the last shard. Oop. I was going to say it's going to be the last relic I check, isn't it? Let's see. Explosive arrows. Ooh, 500,000. It's alright. Alright, let's get some archers going. Now the archers are gonna double dip on the flyers a little here too. Now I got no range on these archers. I need to just make another Abyss Lord. How do we want to do it? Let's get rid of some rams. I'm not going to be taking full advantage of the archers as far as taking advantage of both sides. I guess I can if I focus on just killing the stuff at the walls. Let's see, I'll do a little bit of both. I'll put 3 of them where it's just focusing on killing the stuff at the walls, and I'll put 2 of them. How did I run out of mana? Did I upgrade something? Oh, I upgraded too much. Let me replace a Skyguard here. Too many Skyguard ups for the loss. Ran out of juice. I'll upgrade this one next wave. Same thing here. I'll upgrade this one next wave as well. And that gives me a little bit more. Alright, and then these I'll try to double dip a little bit on Skyguards. Or pardon me, on the air and the main lane. So trying to do my best to take advantage of both sides of the archers. It doesn't always work out the way I want it. And let's see how this does. See how these archers do here. Let's piss everybody off and start a fight, though. That's for sure. And then just wreck it up. Try to just spawn camp CC this lane for wave 1 anyway until I get some upgrades in. As soon as I get some upgrades in, I'll kick back and let you guys watch the archers at work here. Of course, that bullet shield would affect the archers, but the ramsters are taking the bullet shield off the mobs pretty quick. I'm going to make duplicate Abyss Lords tonight. I'll probably make 2 more, one for DPS and walls, and one for archers. I can't believe I only had 1 Abyss Lord. Uh-oh. What do we got going here? Lady Orc's getting all crazy. Ah, I'm gonna lose. All that for nothing. Ooh, did I get him? It's this controlled burn that did me in there. Wow, so close. Alright. Gonna have to pay attention to this lane. So let's get the mid upgraded. The Ramsters do a pretty good job at taking that bullet shield off, but like everything does. I mean, even like poison dart towers will remove it themselves, just based off of the poison damage. When the poison damage ticks, it will remove it. Let's see what kind of damage these archers did. 6 mil. I mean, they're not putting out Ramster quality damage, but they're fun to use. So I'm gonna use them anyway. Alright, what do we got? We got a Skelly here. And I know this controlled burn lane is gonna need some attention. Sadly, well, I've got enough mana laying. I was gonna say I didn't save enough mana to upgrade those Sky Guards that I took down a notch. Oh wow, like almost nothing laying on the ground here. I want to get that obelisk squared away as well. Oh, usually, Tom. I mean, 99 times out of 100, I lose that match right there. So I just, you know, the CC, having the CC paid off. I was able to get them pissed at each other. Alright, I got enough to upgrade that one anyway. So let's watch that controlled burn lane this time. That way I don't have any catastrophes. Sadly, that means I'm not watching my glorious archers go ham. I'll give them a little look over here anyway. But I need to focus here. Focus here on this lane. No, Lady Orcs. No. That's the benefit, too, of having using reflect beams. I mean, this lane, there was no reason to use reflect beams, but if you have your reflect beams set up for damage, they'll clear quite a few of those Lady Orcs out for you, which is kind of nice. Of course, I've got the Serpent's Kiss going on my Mystics, so my secondary attacks here that I'm spamming are inflicting a poison, and that's one of the controlled burn requirements. Slakelion, though, I better get Slakelion beat down real quick. Good enough. Actually, yeah, that was fine. Now I've got a Slakelion to deal with, so I'm gonna have to start every wave right here, and then work my way back up to that controlled burn lane. Let's see. Let's slam some upgrades in down here just so I don't have to stress this area too much. That should help out quite a bit. Let me get these flame R's upped one more time too. That'll bring quite a bit of pain to that area. And then I've got enough leftovers for an upgrade to this Skyguard. See if I got anything laying over here. I'm going to stream until 5 p.m. Pacific time, Pixia, so like another hour and 15 minutes. I've got my little trendy thing at 5 o'clock that I'm going to do. Alright, so let's start off on the Slakelion. We got another Skelly boss coming this wave. I'm kind of hoping, almost hoping that's a Plaguing Hawk. Anyway, let's go ahead and get it started here. Get them pissed off at each other. and then get Slickelion dealt with. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and Sparkle Party that bad boy. There we go. And then I can get back down here to the controlled burn lane. What's wrong, kitty? The wife said she thinks the cat meows while I'm streaming because he thinks I'm crazy because I'm sitting here talking to myself. Don't encourage him, baby. And now she's prodding him on to get the meows going. See what happens when I open my mouth? Alright, it is a Plaguing Hawk. So, no double Slickelion to worry about. What's going on there, Shin? They're beating on the walls again over here. You know what, maybe I should just upgrade these walls to avoid any more catastrophes in this lane. You got him on a roll now, dear. He's not going to stop. She's got little Blitz all fired up. Nah, the Shadowflame, the special thing with the Shadowflame is that locked shard at the top. Secondary attacks hurl a Shadowflame knife dealing 135% hero damage as magical damage. The key there, the dagger will bounce off enemies hitting 4 targets. Now, in the process of bouncing off the enemies and hitting 4 targets, it's kind of like an aimbot. It doesn't require aiming. It will just bounce around. So, good Lord, Blitz, what's the deal, huh? What's wrong, kitty? All right, Blitz is insisting on coming and saying hi. There, say hi to the interwebs, there, Blitz. No, he doesn't want to talk. All right, love you too. Now go away. Ninja Cat attacks. Controlled burn with geodes. You use you can use oil geysers. You can use Huntress geyser traps. You can manually poison or stun the enemies with your hero, or drench the enemies with your hero with drenching strikes. Like I'm using the hyper shard here, Thunderstruck, but basically that's drenching strikes. So I've got souped up drenching strikes, and I'm using overwhelm on my weapon. So I'm getting the stun and the drench right there from that. Alright, back to... We can't forget about Slickelion here. What do we got for bosses this time? Man, it's Skelly Central. We got a Skarnash and another Skelly down there. Everything else is looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and get it rolling. I think I'm going to go ahead and Sparkle Party him again. Get a little stun action. Drop one more little CC there and then head on over and get this lane in order. Like right here, this lane has geodes, to answer your question there. So I'm like here I'm using oil geysers. I got stun on the sand, plus of course just my regular stun and drench from the hero. So I mean really I'm relying on most of it from the hero. Get old Skarnash out of the way. See you, Skarnash. Oh my god! Isom is here? What's going on, Isom? How is the Warframes? Stoked to see you get together with those folks. Have to tell Phil I said what up. I promised Phil a few years ago I would buy him a beer if he moved to the East Coast or to the West Coast, and he goes and moved to the West Coast, and I never came through. Skarnash and Zapper are jokes in the early... Well, Zapper isn't in Onslaught, but Skarnash is a joke early, but Skarnash can be quite the meanie in the later floors, depending on the mutators. Just assassins in general. I'm still at the point where it's pretty easy for me to deal with them, but... Oh my god. Blitz is back. What's wrong with him is he wants some love there, dear. What's up, Blitz? Man, he is not going to stop. Kitty cat enraged. Nope, forgot about Sakillion. Don't worry about it. He'll wear himself out there in a sec there, dear. Gonna Sparkle Party the pack in Slakelion, get them burnt down. Start a fight, and then head back this way. Oh yeah, man, Blitz is going ham today. Last night he was too. I did that late night ninja stream last night on Twitch. And he was going nuts as well. But it's all good. What are you gonna do? The part of the deal when you have a little kitty cat running around. Man, I should have threw some heals in, huh? It's alright, I'll rely on that ancient power to get me healed up. Alright, we got a shieldy coming. I better attend to him real quick. Tuskar as well. Viper's Fang down. Getting a little bit wrecked here. I better get that wall back up. Get off me! Alright, then the controlled burn lane is getting beat up too. Oh, there we go. We survived. Got a little sketchy there at the end. Well, the Mystic has an innate heal. One of her buffs under the nameplate there. But I'm also, I've got a couple of points into lifesteal here. Is how I'm healing up. On the old Ancient Power. Check out the Fat Loot situation. Oh, that's how the cat got the name, Light Rain. He's been that way ever since he's a baby. He's a little psycho. He's a little cat that thinks he's a dog. He'll play fetch. When he wants attention, he wants it now. All right, let's see what kind of lost temple we get here. Anyway, Isom, good to hear from you, man. I'm glad things are going well. Alright, we got Stabby Dragons with proximity. We got a Timmy lane. Timmy! And what else we got? We got a big area all put together over there. We got a controlled burn lane right there with Cyborgs. Gonna have to rely on the old Poison Dart Tower there. And some more EMPs. Let's start off and get this flyer lane dialed in. Now it's stabby Dargans or dragons, so I don't really need to worry about having like multiple sky guards or anything. However, it does have proximity on it. Plus, there is a Timmy lane here, so it doesn't. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop a flame aura right there, and that's gonna do some damage to those stabby dragons as they're coming out. Alright, Tom, take it easy. Or Jeff, have a good one. And then we got a Timmy lane here. So, let's get Timmy dialed in with, we'll go with a Mystic Wall. Definitely going to want a Reflect Beam there. Let's get a little Reflect Beam action. And then what else do we want to do? I think I'll CC it a bit. With a Proton Beam and a Sand Trap. And then I think I'm just going to aura it up. A Timmy lane. Timmy's Revenge. They're minders. You've had to have had a Timmy's Revenge lanes. Minder's just messing with us there, Light Raid. Alright, let's get Sparky out. We'll close the deal here with some LSAs. Or you know what? I keep talking about playing with adding some Lavamancer stuff into the mix. Let's get some Lavamancer stuff in here. I think I've got Fissures set up on this one. Let me check his Ascension. Yeah, this one's Fissures. Let's throw some Fissures in the mix. Now, it's not going to help me out there with the Stabby Dragons that are coming out, but I'm not sweating it too much either. Oh, this lane is going to get wrecked. That is way overkill. I got to take some of it out. That's too much. There, I'll go with one up front and one at the wall. That's just way too much DU for that one Timmy lane, but it's just fun to load it up like that. Alright, now here we got EMP Stabby Kamikazes. So we're going to have Assassins. We've got the regular Cobalt Flyers, and then we've got the Cobolts. Let's see, what do we want to do? I think I'm just going to take the easy route and go with 2 Sky Guards. Let's put... Actually, I'm going to go with 2 Sky Guards now, and then I'm going to sell one of them after Wave 1. Alright, up top here, we got Frost Whompers. So we're going to have Cyborgs, we've got some Frost Orcs, we got Frost Goblins, and then a Wither Beast in the mix. So no Geodes, kind of makes it kind of a no-brainer to use a Poison Dart Tower for that controlled burn. What's going on, Blade, Pen, Caden? What up? Timmy? There's Timmy. Timmy has come to get his revenge. You got me scared now there, Timmy Bird. Alright, back to it. What was I doing here? Frost Whompers. I kind of want to move this wall up a touch and use this area here. I think I'm going to do that. Let's go up just a tiny bit. And then I'll use this ledge here in the back. Now we're going to need, like I mentioned, we're going to need some Poison Dart Towers, as we do need that controlled burn addressed. That'll take care of the controlled burn. And then we will Ramsterize it from there. Let's go with 2 Rams there. Throw another one right there. I think 3 Rams and a PDT should take care of that lane. There's not a ton of mobs, only 54. So, alright, let's move right along. We got a big old conglomerate going over here. We got a double lane going, plus a flyer lane. Now here, same thing, EMP Stabby Dargans. So we've got the EMP Cobalts, we've got regular Dragons, and then we're going to have Assassins. Now this one's got maximum effort. So this lane I'm going to do something a little bit different. And I'm going to go with a Poison Dart Tower and a Sky Guard. And that's going to address that maximum effort mutator right there. Any way I can move? Ah, man, I wish there was some kind of sharing like that, Stub. But it's, you know, just not happening. Alright, they're both coming the same way. On the ground here, we got Cyborgs, we got Hex Throwers, we got Zerkers, we got Vanguards, and we've got Frosties. So this is going to be quite the lane here. However, Bullet Sponge and Brittle, everything is kind of naturally working out in this lane where it appears Ramsters should be the go-to here. So I'm going to go ahead and get a wall and a Reflect down. And then we will Ramsterize this lane as well. You can get golden pets from Mastery. There, Caden. You get 1 every Mastery set of stars. I don't remember where it places. Light Rain probably remembers what star it is. Let's see, I've got 2 lanes left and 480. So I've actually got a nice bit of DU for the rest of the lanes. And I think the Ramsters here will be more than enough. I don't have a core over here to worry about. Hey, you know what? I'm just going to go one more just for good measure. The theme of the day so far seems to be overkill, so I might as well continue along that route. Alright, now here we got Geodes and the Lava Guard Throwers. They're phased enemies, so a wall is not going to do anything for me. And then Long Shot. Now, just with not having cyborgs plus having phased enemies, I think I'm going to ignore Long Shot slightly. I am going to throw, I'll throw an Obelisk here. But then I'm going to just ignore Long Shot. Now, I'm not dishing out reduced damage, is why I'm willing to ignore it. Now, if I used some towers and took advantage of Long Shot, I would be getting increased damage, but I'm not losing damage by ignoring that mutator, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And let's get this lane with just a bunch of CC, and then let's see. Well, you know what? Why don't we go with Flame? Well, I mean, if I'm going to use Flame Auras, I might as well use Oil. And if I'm going to use Oil, I might as well use Fissures. See, who did I have in deck again? Nobody. Alright. Let's get Heater going. Let's get Microwave going as well. See, we'll put a little something something right up front. Let's throw another one back here. Couple more flames, and you know what? What does that leave me? It only leaves me... That leaves me 210 for the other lane. I kind of really want to go with an Oil Geyser too. I'm going to get rid of that Fissure. And sneak an Oil Geyser in the mix as well, just because, you know, Squirties are cool. Yeah, I think I've been thinking about that as well there, Light Rain. Doing it in video format. Alright, here we got Geo Wompzerkers. Now, this is actually a relatively easy lane. We got no Cyborgs, we've got no Mutators that are going to really affect the build a whole lot. Do have Geodes. So, with Geodes in the mix, I'm going to focus on ground defenses. I'm going to just spawn camp this one right here. Make sure my wall placement is good. It looks great. So, what do we want to do? Let's get the EV. Let's do my my favorite little spawn camp setup with just the basics here. Now I could actually probably go. What do I want to do? Let's go with one Fissure and then one Geyser. Where can I sneak the Geyser in? I'll put the Geyser in right up front. Get that oil going on him in advance. Still getting the buff? Yeah, still getting the buff. And then that leaves me 20 more DU where I could potentially do something else in this lane. I did want to do something else here, as the phase lanes were without a doubt my nemesis yesterday, so I want to make sure I'm approaching phase lanes slightly differently today. And I think I'll just go with one big lane covering LSA to cover the whole enchilada there. So, alright. 90-minute build is complete, but hopefully that was a decent explanation as to exactly what I did here. But let's go ahead and get this bad boy running. I do want to keep an eye on this controlled burn lane and make sure it's handling itself right out of the gates here, and it appears that it is. The wall has taken a few shots. You know what, I think I'm just going to hang out over here for the time being until I can get some upgrades in. Once I get some upgrades in, I should be able to just leave this lane alone. Looks like my wall over to the southwest took some damage too. I think we're good here. I'm going to head back over here and see what's up. I think it was just a lady orc got uppity. Dang uppity lady orcs. Anyway, it looks like it held out fine. Yeah, it has. It's been quite a while since that was a thing. Right after the Initiate released. 6 more bads left. What's these guys' deal? And they're just ranged mobs. They want to kick it. They want to chillax in the back here. That's alright. I can come and manually kill them at the end of the waves. But I am going to want to keep an eye on that reflect beam there. Alright, now I said I was going to change it up over here. And what I meant is using 2 Sky Guards makes me survive wave 1. However, now that I've got some mana, I can get rid of one of those Sky Guards, get the other one upgraded up, and then now I've got an extra 50 DU to spend, which is awesome. Let's do something right here as well. Let's get some upgrades in. I'm not going to bother upgrading that wall, though. And then let's see, where is the new lane? Looks like it is right here, and wouldn't you know it, cyborgs. Dang it. So that basically screws up the whole Timmy lane here, which is quite crappy. And cyborgs set and take increased physical damage. Now, the upside of that, I guess, is I really can just get stupid ridiculous over here with a bunch of ramsters and cannonballs, as we don't have any geodes going. But it did basically ruin this entire lane. So I'm going to have to sell all this stuff. Now I am going to keep some CC over, all the way over right in front here. Let's go ahead and we'll get an LSA down. Actually, I'll put it right there. I've got microwave in the deck. Let's go ahead and throw down a Fisher. And then I think I'm going to throw in a Flame R as well. Now these items won't get cyborged. The cyborgs will just ignore them and come down this side. And then I could also throw in a little buff to those guys. Get a sand trap in the mix. I could also sneak a proton in up here, but I think I'm going to save the DU for some serious Ramster Cannon mayhem at the bottom. But you know what? Maybe one little string. One little string won't hurt me, right? How do I want to do it? I don't want it to get cyborged. Well, I can do that right there. I think that is far enough. I don't think that's going to get cyborged. We will see. Alright, so that leaves me, what, 360. So, oh, it's going down now. I got this for Timmy. See, that leaves me 210 left. Good lord. 210 is actually 7 cannonballs. That seems a bit... That seems a bit much. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with a little extra boom boom in your life. So let's get the boom boom going. What is it? I can't remember the new Lonely Island song there, Light Rain. What is it? Get some boom boom in the back. Holy bejesus. That's a lot of boom boom. Is that what I want to do? I mean, it feels like that alone is just ridiculous overkill what's already there. You know, maybe I'll go one more Ramster. These back cannons aren't getting the buff, so I could move all that a little bit closer. Let me see, 955. Yeah, these back cannons aren't getting the buff. So that's actually kind of bad placement there. Let me get this all rearranged. go a little closer on the rams. Now these, of course, now I'm risking the ramsters taking cleave damage for anything that makes it down to the walls. But I think I can't imagine there's going to be too much making it to the walls with this level of absurdity here. Alright, now they're getting buffed. That's just ridiculous. Is this back cannon getting it? Yeah, it is. Very nice. Alright, so we're good to go there. And I've got, what? Only 70 left. I've already thrown all the upgrades around. Tell you what, I'll upgrade the Flame Aura, not the Fisher, to assist with the flyers. And let's get back over, check the controlled burn lane again. And I really don't think I need to worry too much about that side. I mean, it's just absurdity. There is no relics that affect your attack damage, unless you're referring to, you know, defense power. Or like the, you know, you have to just understand the stats. Defense power affects the normal attack damage. Defense crit damage, of course, affects the crit damage itself. Ooh, getting a beatdown over here. I thought this lane was going to go smoother here. But man, that was a straight up beatdown on that wall. So, I mean, you can set defenses up however you want them. You know, if you... And it based off of RNG, too. I mean, you can only use the loot that you have. Man, that south lane is getting beat up again. I got a feeling this is going to go bad. But now it cleared. I got to get some upgrades going on that lane. I think just some upgrades will resolve it. Just going to Sparkle Party that guy. Sniper Warbleed I'm going to ignore because he's throwing into a Reflect. This is like the worst place to deal with the assassin right here, but this is where I'm at. Alright, assassin handled. My Reflect Beam is putting in some work. Let's get these guys all mad at each other. There, you guys throw javelins back and forth. Seems like the thing to do. Slow rolling. I gotta get my nuke monk dialed in. Alright, this lane has been holding its own, so I'm gonna kinda ignore it for the meantime. Oh, get it. Oh, crap. I upgraded the wall by accident. That's alright. Get an upgrade on that Reflect Beam. Now, like I said, this lane I thought was going to do much better than it is, and this wall's been taking some damage. So let's get around to upgrades over here, and hopefully that will deal with this problem. Get that Fisher double upped. Then let's see how this lane held out. Yeah, not a scratch on anything down here. As expected. I'll throw an up into the Fisher now. Maybe one into that LSA. Alright, now where is our new lane? Let's see. Gotta be down here, right? Yep. Alright, so we got Cyborgs, Hex Throwers, Berserkers, and Javelin Throwers. Not a terrible lane to deal with. So let's see, we're definitely going to need a Reflect Beam. The Boom Boom's too strong. That's right, Light Rain. What up, Zero? Welcome. Let's see, now what do we want here? We got Cyborgs, Hex Throwers, Berserkers. Basically, sky's the limit here. We can do, I've got 150 DU to spend, so I could do 3 Ramsters. I could do 5 cannons. Ramsters or cannons, you guys pick. You want Boom Boom or you want Squirt Squirt? What's going on, Alan? Yeah, PDTs are definitely... because PDTs are all about the poison damage. So you definitely want to go with defense power on the PDT for sure. So what do you guys think? Cannons? Quentin says cannons. Both sound suggestive. It's just only in your dirty mind, Light Rain. It was not intended that way at all. Alright, so 150 DU is 5 cannons. We'll throw down the Boom Boom. Get 3 of them down there, 1 of them up there. Actually, I think I'm still using stun. Yeah, I'm using stun, deadly strikes, and power transfer. Now, even though heavy cannonball got nerfed, I still like using it. I might swap back here real quick, because I don't necessarily need the stun in this lane. You know what? I'll keep it. Why not? Stun is fun. And let's see, my weak spot was the controlled burn lane, so let's get that attended to again. Just get everything up until I can power through this lane. Throw it up on that wall too, just because there was problems. And I'm going to start the lane over here, since it took such a beating at the beginning of the first wave, last wave. Boom Boom in the snack. Yeah, being over here, of course, and not even really paying attention, but just spamming my right click down the lane made all the difference in the world here. I got the poison going on mobs, so controlled burn isn't an issue, plus just all the extra damage. Looking at that northeast or northwest lane on the mini-map where all the Ramster Boom Boom is, man, it looks like nothing is making it close to the walls there. Oh man, I forgot to look at bosses. Where is Nash? I gotta find Nash, basically, and he's impossible to see on the mini-map. Looks like he's down here. Yeah, he just died. Alright, never mind. Nash down, Nash down. See, the controlled burn lane is done. I'm gonna play Let the Assassin Chase You Around the Map. Ooh, that obelisk took him out. I don't know if you saw the smite hit him, but the obelisk did good. Alright, we're getting it done here. There's a, speak of the devil, there's a mark right there. Really crappy roll on it. I will send that off to the vendor. And we got more hex throwers here that just don't want to come out and get wrecked. They're so fussy sometimes. That's alright, I can give them the pew-pew right here. Actually, you know what? Let's just speed this process up and go start a fight over here. They're, of course, taking increased damage from the Call to Madness, so that helps out the whole situation quite well. Alright, looks like our lane is right there. So, and we got Thork over on that controlled burn lane, which the build is Thork-proofed at the moment, so that's a good thing. Oops. Throw a couple of ups over here. See what we got going here on this lane. We got Psyfrost Lava Zerker Whompers. So if you look down the mobs there from the top, we've got Frost Goblins, Cyborgs, Lady Orcs or Berserkers, and Frost Orcs. So the bulk of it is definitely the Frosties. If I didn't have Frost Orcs in the mix, I would probably just spam flame auras, but since I do, I'm going to go with some Ramsters and maybe some Boom Boom. We'll have to see. Huh, my sound went out. How weird. I think I'm getting a short or something in my headset. Alright, how do we want to do this? I'm tempted just to throw it right out there. Let's see. I don't want... We've got Whompers, so I don't want to go too close to the wall next to it, but I'm trying to get the buff at the same time. These Ramsters are going to take some cleave damage if anything gets too close here. 20 left. I think I'll spend that 20 just on an LSA back here at the wall. And since I've been watching this controlled burn lane anyway, I'm going to kind of hang out down here because this is just not a good idea. I wanted to get the Ramsters close enough to the wall to get the power pylon buff, which I'm actually only getting... Actually, it's on all three. So I'm getting the buff. Yeah, there's... Onslaught's pretty new there, the gamer. There's no max floor. It's... You know, endless progression is how, I guess it's not even endless progression, it's endless challenge. There's always a challenge there to be had. You know what, just because this is such a bad idea, I'm going to go ahead and get more power on the Rams. And then let me see how the controlled burn lane goes unattended. Poison... Yeah, let's go poison. Alright, let's see how this holds up. Ah, crap, I forgot to check bosses again. We got a shieldy. Where is the shieldy coming? I didn't see it when the icon popped up. It appears to be at the bottom. It's dead anyway, so I'm going to ignore it. This is actually doing better than I thought it was going to. Some upgrades go a long way. You have to do 8 C6 maps, Ryan. Unlocking it won't get you there. You have to do 8 C6 clears. Doing 8 C6 clears will unlock Chaos 7 and floor 37, I thought it was. Might be 36. 36 or 37. Cannonball tower down. We lost some Boom Boom. There's plenty of backup Boom Boom, so I'm not going to sweat it. There we go. Better throw a repair on that. When we get there, another dagger. Yeah, that's actually, the lightning and geyser is actually significantly better than the drench, or than the ignite combo. The ignite combo is from oil and fire. The electrocute combo is from drenching and storm damage. Is that what it was? Was it a geode? Did I have a super geode down here? Is that what the deal was? Or you just mean me running inside of it? That's habit. I always run inside the geode. I don't bother with trying to burn them from the outside. I just get up in there. Get down and dirty with the geode. Alright. I lost some of my Boom Boom. That's no good. Nope, I got no more Boom Boom in the deck. You know what? I don't need it anyway. I'm not going to worry about it. That's serious overkill over there. Yeah, it was right there. I'm assuming that's what killed that cannon. I can't imagine anything made it close enough to do any damage to it. I'm going to look at the bosses this time. That way I don't have those issues. Alright, you guys get mad at each other. Make sure this reflect beam is still good. Man, it took some damage that time. I'll just repair it. Alright, where's my new lane? I didn't see the little exclamation point going. Okay, oh, there it is over there. I can already see the billboard there. Let's see, so we got Psy, Zerker, Thrower. So that screws up the rest of my operation here. So, I'm going to have to get rid of all this stuff, because it's just going to get cyborged. I'm going to leave that LSA there. In fact, I'm going to take it all the way up, too. And I'm going to put a Flame Aura there. As I believe the cyborgs will ignore that. Take them both all the way to the top. Half tempted to get my Boom Boom back here now. You know what? Maybe I'll just throw a little wall protection. I think the only thing that will make it to, or has a chance of making it to a wall, is something from this Timmy lane. So let's throw that in and then start looking at what we got to do here. So we got Psy, Zerker, Throwers, which are enraged. Kind of seems natural just to continue on with the flow of Ramsterization and Cannonball Madness. Now we do have the Throwers, so let's grab that Reflect Beam. Get it going there, and then that leaves me 220 because I saved some DU over here, getting rid of all that stuff. So how many mobs is it? 83. It's a good few mobs. Let's just go 4 rams. 4 ramsters is going to clear just about any non-controlled burn lane. Even ones that take reduced magic damage. I think 4 ramsters would still wreck it. After some upgrades, certainly. Alright, and 20 left. There's no point in hoarding it, as this is the final wave. You know what, I'll give myself a heal somewhere. Let's see, I'm going to be fighting over here. So let me just throw myself a heal. Right there, looks wonderful. 172 left. You know what, I think I'm just going to play it safe and just throw it into that wall. Alright, now what do we have for bosses? We got a Skelly. And we got a Hex Thrower. Alright. Well, that changes things. Because I kind of need a Reflect Beam there now. Let me get rid of my heal. Psycho Raging. Thank you very, very much. I do appreciate it a ton. So what do I want to do? I need 10 more DU, is it? I could go... Yeah, we don't have a geode here. I'll get rid of a ram. Go with some Boom Boom in the back once again. Throw an upgrade on, and then that actually gives me 40 DU, so I've got 10 more than I need. I'd rather have too much than not enough, that's for sure. And then let's just make it so that we don't have to even think about that guy. Now, in addition to that, adding the Reflect Beam back at the wall is giving me some nice AoE wall damage from the explosions from the Reflect Beam. So that's not going to be a bad thing. Alright, I think everything else is good to go. I'm going to hang on to this 80 for repairs. And see if I can't just wreck it up here. We got Gribs rolling out. I'm just going to watch him on the mini-map. Oh, he's actually coming down the lane, huh? Viper's Fang down. Oh, shit. I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. Oh, man, and I Sparkle Party too soon. It will be an absolute miracle if I'm able to salvage this. Oh, come on now. That heal would have been nice right about now. Oh, I'm in trouble. Come on, assassin, get off me for God's sakes. Yeah, the ranged mobs are just on it now. It's too late to recover. I got Sparkle Party. Oh my God, so close. It's a pet ability. The wife's making fun of me. She's like, what do you mean you got Sparkle Party? Oh no. Oh, Sniper Warbleed right at the end. That sneaky bastard. Man, I almost salvaged that too. That sucks. 28 mobs left in wave 5. The big fail. Ah, so irritating. But luckily, I don't have to restart the floor. I can just replay or re-roll. Now I'm going to re-roll it because I didn't really love those lanes. Yeah, no doubt. Well, controlled burn. If the poison damage is not going out there fast enough, the mobs take no damage, so they're just going to walk right up to your walls and smash it all in. Oh man, that was almost a clutch win, but not quite. Alright, well, back to the drawing board. I'm going to go through this one a little bit quicker. The build on it. You guys get the gist. I'm not going to sit here and explain mutators every map to you. If you have a question, by all means ask. But if not, I'm just going to get it done here. Warframe Cartel, thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it. See, Cyhex Whompers. Alright. Oops. Let's, how many of them was there? Not very many mobs. Let's just go 3 rams right there. I think that lane is more than stout. What do we got over here? We got Stabby Kamikazes. That can go just 1 Skyguard, I believe. And then we got a double lane on the bottom. Geo Hex Zerkers and Geo Womp Zerkers. So let's go ahead and just throw 1 Skyguard right there. You have to ask something more specific, Faded. I mean, that's an hour-long conversation right there. I've got 5 points into defense power and 1 point in defense health and 2 points into life leech. There we go. They're insignificant. It's not a large amount of damage. Man, how stinky. I got Spellbreaker, but then Geo Hex Zerker Whompers instead. I didn't realize this lane was phased. Spellbreaker but Geodes. That screams Explosive Trap right there. And I've actually got no Cyborgs over here either. So I'm going to do some CC absurdity here. Just whatever defense you have a question about there, Faded, just there's a video describing exactly what I'm doing. So if you just name the defense, I can give you the command that will give you the link to the video. Is really the easiest thing I could say. Alright, we got CC Absurdity in. Let's get some explosive traps going. Deadly Strikes Shard and Vicious Strike Shard is how to increase your tree range. No reason to not use explosive on that phase lane. I like that. That's kind of beast. I'm tempted to do something else about the flyers here now. Because I really want to put a Frosty Tower down. You know what? I'm not going to bother. I'm just gonna get right to it. I'll go with, you know what? Let's just, yeah, I'll go LSA. I was going to go a Flame Aura, but let's go LSA right back at each wall here, just for a little protection. Double dipped fairly decently on that. And then, you know what? We can go some magic damage here. I've got the explosive traps providing the physical damage. Let's sand trap it as well. Get all that stuff buffed. And we got a pretty beastly lane right here. I'm going to want to watch this one. Hopefully I can build the rest of the map so that it allows me to come back and watch this lane. It's going to be funny. The easiest way for every hero to figure out what the towers do, and it's very odd the way you go through it, but if you go to the Create Hero screen and make a new hero, it gives you a nice description of what each tower does for each hero. Like here I'm on the Adept. Let me mute that girl. And you can just hover over each tower and it tells you a basic description of what it does. That is the best place in-game to see what each tower does. But they're all right there. I also have videos on all that stuff as well. So you guys can just type in what you're looking for, and me or Light Rain will be able to give you the code. See, does gearing a hero affect the damage health of the trap? Or no, you can switch it out. It's just the gear that affects the damage. Now, there are heroes that will affect defenses when you play them actively. But as far as the basic setup... See, Psyhex throwers, as far as the basic setup, you know, swap off of it. That doesn't affect it at all. Okay, Psyhex throwers. I think we'll go Ramster Boom Boom here. We got the Cyborgs, so that's taking away the ground traps. I got no Lady Orcs, so nothing to worry about there. I think I might throw a Reflect Beam in just for giggles, though. Because we do have a lot of ranged mobs. I'm just going to put it up here, that way it actually gets some nice damage in, too. Can it sneak by? It can actually sneak some throws at that wall. Move it over just a little. There we go. No sneaky tossing now. And I still got LSA, so let me just drop a LSA here in the back just for some last minute wall protection. Of course, the Cyborg is going to disable all that. You just got to kill this stuff before it gets on top of your... The Cyborgs just need to die before they get to your wall. There, Quentin. Is all. I mean, if everything's gathering up on your wall, then your defenses are just not quite strong enough. Your damaging defenses. Really, I mean, ideally, no lane should be bunched up on your walls at any time. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing here. For wave 1, I'm going to go with 2 Sky Guards, and then I'll get rid of one of them and free up that 50 DU after wave 1. Got that set up. See here, Psy Lava Whompers. Man, Cyborgs, the day of the Cyborg. Alright, I got no ranged mobs coming, so no need to go with a Reflect. I don't like this particular lane. I'm going to move that up a little bit more. And then... How many mobs? 128 mobs. We've got a good few mobs here. Let's go Ramster Boom Boom again. I'll just go with two cannons in the back. Alright, what do we got here? we've got EMP Stabby Dragons with Wall Leech. That one, in theory, is a 1 Skyguard setup. You just don't need... You don't need more than 1 Skyguard, but the problem is you have to survive Wave 1. With no mana for upgrades. Let's see... What did I have over here? I got EMP Zappers there. It's actually the same setup. I could have just went... You know what? I'm going to risk it and just go 1 Skyguard here, even for Wave 1. I just don't need that other one. I mean, I've got to be able to survive Wave 1, so if the Skyguard doesn't get some crits in, there could be problems there. Then down below here, we got a nice little Frost Lane with Cyborgs, but of course. And then we've got Maximum Effort. Enemies have more health, but get weaker with each unique source of damage that hits them. So I want to put multiple sources of damage down here. So let's start off with a wall. And we've got no ranged mobs now. Yeah, well, we've got a strong potential of not having any ranged mobs. So let's get some various defenses down. Let's go 2 Ramsters to really thin the pack. It's actually only 50 mobs. Let's go 2 Ramsters. Let's get, what else did I have? We can go with an LSA kind of off to the side. The Cyborgs, of course, won't hit that. Throw another one, like right about there, maybe. That one could potentially get borked. Oh, the new terms. The new terms are just flowing off the tongue today. Alright, let's get more sources of damage over here. So let's go with some Boom Boom. Let's also get a PDT in the mix just for another source of damage. PDT's got the crazy range, so I'm just going to throw it right behind. So now I've got Lightning Strike, I got the wall, I got a Ramster, a cannon, and a PDT. So there's 5 sources of damage on this lane. Should be a good game here, huh? Only 50 mobs. I've got to keep looking back at that and tell myself it's only 50 mobs. Now, with 40 DU left, I got mixed emotions on what to do here. I'm thinking about maybe going with a Lightning Strike right here to ease the tension a little. I can't get one anywhere up in the mouth, can I? That would be OP if you could build right there. Can't go across that. Can't get one up there. And it's questionable here whether or not... Actually, it looks like the range is way up in there, no problem. So I'm going to go with a Lightning Strike there to help me out a little bit. And then maybe I'll do the same thing over here, just because. Go with a Lightning Strike right here as well. And that's going to help me out. Don't worry about it, dear. Sorry, guys. We're all sickly here at the house, so me and the wife are both hacking and wheezing like crazy. Alright, now what seems like the weakest lane? Actually, I'll let the mini-map decide for me. So let's go ahead and get wave 1 going here. Yeah, see, if you don't have... You've just got to have this enough damage on the lane. You got to have enough damage on the lane to get to make sure the cyborgs are dying before they get to your reflex. So you can actually jump on the mouth and place it. I'll have to try that out here then. Do you need double jump, I'm assuming, maybe? How are we holding up over here? Oh, crap! What is going on there? I got mobs on the core. Ah, the phase lane got me. Woo! I need upgrades here. This is the lane I wanted to watch anyway. Definitely going to need some upgrades in this department, and that will handle this phase lane. But boy, that was a close call right there. Thank God for mini-maps, let me tell you. You can actually see it if you don't care about losing the match, Ryan, and you go and you put one defense down and check the damage versus two defenses and check the damage. You can actually see the damage going up. Can be a little hard to land. Well, I'm not going to sit there and practice that on stream then, because what I did more than handled the lane. I can't remember what the math worked out to, but I actually did do the math. For some reason, I think it was like 15% for each additional defense. See, those are good. This wall didn't take any damage. I definitely got to throw some ups into... Took a little damage here. Let's just do that. Got to throw some ups into that that phase lane for sure. And where is the new lane? I didn't even look when I was running around. Choo-choo! Train coming. Let's get that upped and that upped. Yep. No, I thought it was in the mid for a minute. Where are the blinky lights? I don't see the blinky lights. There they are. Alright, we got a little controlled burn action. Lava Zerker Whompers. That should be a pretty easy one to deal with. In fact, I may even get myself a little healing. Well, I don't want a Dryad because I don't want to play the Dryad right now. So I'm not going to go... Although Slimes work so well on that particular setup, I just do not feel like playing the Dryad at the moment. Let's see. We got no ranged mobs. We actually got no geodes either. I'll just easy mode it. Get all the stunny, freezy, sandy stuff going on here. The stunny, freezy, sandy stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. Move this one back. Actually, I think I'd like the thought of 2 LSAs better than 1 flame. Let's go with 1 there, and then I'll put another one up here to get the buff. I think that will be fine. Now, I'm going to dump the rest into that water lane because I don't want to have any phased issues. Yes, I've been just underestimating the phase mobs here the last couple of days. Yesterday, almost every loss I had, if it wasn't just from straight derpage, it involved those phase lanes. I tell you what, I'll just start off on this side. What do we have for bosses here? Yep, right here. Alright, we got a shieldy. Little shieldy go boo. Start a fight up here too. It's so bright right there where the protons are all stacked up, but I kind of want to see them doing stuff. Yeah, let me stop shooting and see if they're handling it. I think the phase mobs are just going to die now. Yeah, that Lady Orc just evaporated that time. Big difference there. Keep an eye on the mini-map here. Everything looks pretty good. Little shieldy gobs is coming. These Lady Orcs made the pass there. Start another fight. There we go, piece of cake. And a little smoother that time after a couple of upgrades, and then obviously spamming down the lane with my bouncy daggers never hurts either. Alright, and it is... Oh, I thought it was in the mid for a sec. It's over here. What do we got? Geo Lava Guard Throwers. That one's definitely an easy mode lane. Now, of course, that will be my downfall. Saying those words. Detonator. What up, Penguino? How you doing today, man? Let's see, let's put an LSA back at the wall just for anything that makes the jump. In fact, might as well double dip on it. Get a little bit of multi-lane coverage anyway. And then let's flame it up. Man, I gotta get my some run speed going on Sparky there. And yeah, I think that's good. Couple of ups. Should be a good game over here. 56 mobs. Not a terrible amount of mobs there. Still didn't take any damage over here, but with just the 3 rams, I do want to get a couple of upgrades in. What's up, Nathan? Yeah, well, I think there was some bug fixes too, but it was a real small update as far as context. Obviously on console there's no such thing as a small update, they're all big ones. Alright, so we got Nash, a phased Nash. I can't ignore her, as she will bring some unhappy times for me if I do. I think I'm just going to go ahead and dump that mana in right there, and let's just get it moving. I'll make sure to attend to Nash when she rolls out. Terminator, what's up? How you doing? Once again, just going to stare down the mini-map here. Oh wow, the time has really gotten away from me. I didn't realize. It is 10 till 5, so this will be my last map. Win or lose. I'm going to have to hop off of here. I'm going to be live again tonight. I don't know exactly when because it's an unscheduled stream. But I'm going to be grinding Onslaught floors quite a bit, and I figured I might as well stream it when I do it. However, tonight I will be over on Twitch. As, you know, it's just easier to chop up the videos over on Twitch. Plus, at night, I have no requirements. No time requirements other than sleeping. So, you know, I can go as long as I want. I can go until I get too tired. Go until the derp becomes unreal. Sometimes that doesn't take very long. Yeah, like Light Rain linked up all the goods. The easiest way is to follow me on Twitter. I try to post it up in advance on Twitter when I got a ninja stream incoming. Alright, let's see what we got. We got Game Ogre. Game Ogre coming down this way, which actually allows me to duplicate this build in this lane. And that's also going to provide protection for anything that sneaks through there. So we got some face roll coming right here for these baddies. No doubt about it. In fact, since I don't have to worry about a wall, I'm going to double proton it there. Get these ogres just standing still. And then... what else? Let's flame it up. I think I'm actually going to save that the 20 DU that's left for wave 5. So let's just go ahead and throw some ups around. Should be a good game here. I'm not anticipating there's going to be any problems. The Game Ogre lane is pretty much free loot. I mean, it just is. You know. Alright, 197 left. Might as well throw it into this boss lane. See, I got Gribs coming up over here. Let me check this lane real quick first. This wall actually took a few shots last time. Let's see, I'll upgrade one... Actually, I'll upgrade everything over here. Well, one ram, one cannon, one PDT. I'm not overly concerned about Gribs over here. as I think he's going to get wrecked. I'm definitely not concerned about the game Ogre lane. And then we've got another Nash here, which Nash didn't stand a chance last wave. So let's just go for it here. Started off with starting a fight at the beginning again. In case you guys are curious, while I'm still spamming into the geode, is if with this dagger, if it redirects itself, or the bouncing daggers will go through the geode. So if you don't aim right at the geode and you let the dagger find its own target, then it'll go right through it, no problem. It won't bounce back and smack you in the face. Alright, let's check the ogres real quick. The ogres are giving up all the free loot as promised. Thank you very much. And here comes Nash. Let's attend to Nash here. And I'm just going to keep an eye on Gribbs on the mini-map. I'm sure he's going to make it to the wall. Yeah, Gribbs is approaching the wall now. Looks like... Is he getting handled? 20 million, 15 million. As long as the wall's not dead by the end of it. That wall took some heat. And only 10 mobs left, though. I guess I don't have to worry about it too much. And getting beat up down here, too. Something made it through on the controlled burn lane. That's alright. A couple of upgrades will take care of that. The giraffe on a treadmill. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I miss the DD1 pets, too. No doubt about it. Let's see. One round of ups should take care of that. Same thing over here. One round of quick ups. Oh! And a quick trip to the pool here. All those, you know, pets were more significant in Dungeon Defenders than in Dungeon Defenders 2. To be honest with you, I don't think there's going to be... I know that pets will change somehow in DD2, but I don't think pets are ever going to be what they were in the first game. I really don't. How has this wall been holding up? I've been just ignoring this lane. Throw a few more ups in there. See, we've been doing good there on that Sky Guard. I just ran a complete circle, didn't I? Geo Hex Zerker Throwers got a pretty easy lane here. So let's just go ahead and spawn camp it. Of course, we're going to have the leftover mobs at the end of the wave, but I'm willing to put up with those. Let's see. Got Bullet Sponge, not really a big deal, and I've got 120 DU left. So, let's go ahead and sand it up. See, I can do 2 flames and an LSA. I think will get me to where I want to be. So let's go Flame Aura there. I'll put another one back at the wall. And then an LSA covering the whole enchilada. Oh, I can actually do 2 LSAs. Let's throw this one out further then, and we'll double up on the LSA action. And I think this lane will just hold its own without any worries, so I'm just going to kind of throw a round of ups in and then ignore it. Oh, the Genie was the stuff. I mean, I started every single map with the Genie. You know, get everything all beefed up. Let's see, we got a Skelly. And we got one more Nash. Nash is very popular today. Let's throw... I only have 170 left. I think I'll put it on that Proton right there. And... go at it from there. Same thing. Just going to start off over here. CC it up. Oh yeah, no doubt. The pets in DD1 were absolutely awesome. I mean, do you really remember when you upgraded your very first seahorse and were like, oh my god, this thing is completely clearing the map. What the heck? You know, and then, you know, obviously you had all the treadmill pets. I mean, there's just awesome pets all the way around. See how the ogres are doing. They giving up any goods? Not really yet, huh? There's Nash. Make sure Nash isn't getting uppity here. Everything holding pretty strong so far. This was, I'm not going to jinx it, but this was definitely, I had some good RNG with the lanes this time. Uh-oh. Low health. Sparkle Party, save the day. See if I can get healed up in time. Alright, Nash down. Oh, we're done, actually. We got 10 bads that are stuck. What's going on there, Alex? Welcome to the end. Sadly, you're just missing it. I'm actually right on time. I'm right at 5 o'clock. I've got to do the trendy thing. But it is 5 p.m. straight up. And just got the win. So, worked out good. Knocked out another Onslaught floor today. I'm going to try to do a couple more Onslaught floors tonight. Over on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitch or Twitter or whatever to find out when I get that started. My guess is it'll be about 11 p.m. Pacific. Got a decent medallion out of the deal too. That is going to be an upgrade for something I am already actually using. Don't know what yet, but it'll definitely upgrade something. But anyway, that is going to do it for today, though. Thank you all a ton for swinging by. I do appreciate it very, very much. Check it out over on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter. I'll be live tonight, probably around 11. But once again, thank you all very, very much, everybody, and I will see you real soon. Take it easy.